is, Mickey has gone on record saying he wants you to retire as Saint.
Who?
Mickey Loomis.
I said, oh, not who. We know who Mickey
doesn't
is.
anticipate you going anywhere. How does that make you feel? Because you seem to be kind of like your dad, a one-team guy.
That's a huge blessing. I mean, I want what I've always wanted to be black and gold. I've said that plenty of times. Whether I play 15 years or 16 years, I want to be here. I love the fact that we've been in this locker room for so long, and I've seen 3 locker room changes. I love the fact that whether we've had different D coordinators, different D line, that I've still had success here, and I see myself almost as a pseudo New Orleans. I mean, my kids are New Orleanians. They're straight 504 babies. They're all born over there in Turo. So New Orleans is home my way.
How would you say camp is going so far?
I mean, I'll say the 3 days of minicamp. Look, everybody looks fast. Everybody looks great. Everybody looks special without pads. You say what you want about it. Make the stories how you're going to feel about it. I don't care until we get the live bullets. I mean, I think right now everybody's working on technique, which is phenomenal, and I love that we can come together as a team and put some games on film, put some situations on film. And again, everybody going to look great in a 2-minute drill with no pads on and everybody's zoned in. Give me that 2-minute drill in training camp when everybody got pads on, everybody's tired, we've gone through 14 periods and things are getting thick. Give me that feel, and then we can talk about it.
I know it's the other side of the ball, but what has been your impression of Derek Carr?
He's amazing. Everybody's amazing without pads. Come on. Derek Carr, the focus that he brings, I love how competitive he is. The first day, I thought that was that's a boy. Okay. Everybody that takes the field, you see DC, his focus, his drive. You know he can win in this league, and at the same time, you don't know how competitive he is until he gets out. He's like, I love the way the defense is coming after me. Like, it feels like when I was here, I was throwing whatever it is, and like it would be allowed to be caught. Here, you guys are contesting everything. I don't know any different. All we know is the Saints way.
Are you ever going to get to the point where you don't want all the reps?
I was fighting for reps today and I didn't get any. I get it, it's minicamp, but I don't get it. I want them all. I don't know. If I don't want them all, I don't know what that means for me. Every time we take the field, there's opportunities there, and I want every opportunity.
Cam, how much better is this team than it was at the end of the season?
I don't know how to answer that. I thought at the end of last season we were looking pretty good. Were we not? I think we beat Philadelphia. We ended the year well. That being said, I think that we have a lot of poise in a position to be good. But who cares about June? You don't win any games in June. You win the mentality in June. You can put yourself in position to win games in June just with everybody being here and being bought in. But until we put pads on, until we actually take the field, I can say we look great. I can say it looks phenomenal. Everybody looks fast. Did you see Olave go over top somebody yesterday? You saw, the tight ends making some plays today in the middle. Let's put pads on to see if we're making the same plays. Then we can talk about it. I like the way Alante was breaking on the ball yesterday. I mean, there's a lot of great things that are happening on both sides of the ball. And at the end of the day, you can't win Sunday just quite yet.
When will you be able to gauge it out? Or is it going to
somewhere in training camp? Always in training camp. Okay. You're not. You're going to say the second preseason game, you're going to have a feel for what you can do. But just like any year prior, once we get in the season, those first couple games, that's going to be telling. When we get to those highs, we need to see if we can't reach a higher peak if we can't stay consistent on that peak. Last year or two, you saw great games and you saw not so great games. If you can have a great game and then your worst game is still great, that's when you know you have an excellent team.
What have been some of your early impressions of some of the new guys that you worked with, like Colin and Nathan and Isaiah?
What is it, Collins? Saunders. Yeah, he goes by Bink, so we call him Bink. Look, when people come in with nicknames already, I don't argue
you
that.
Tell us.
Yeah, you said Colin. In fact, I called him Kalen, and he got mad at me. So like Bink, I love the idea that he's a nose tackle and he embraces that, and at the same time he still got some wiggle. And he has that, that mentality that he brought from Kansas City. Like, this is how we won, this is how we did this, and this is how we did this, and we're going to accept all of it. I mean, what do we want to do? We want to win, and he's seen success at the highest level twice. And we're trying to absorb everything you can from him. He's like, yo, we ran a game, and this will work here. If it was effective here, great. I'm gonna take all of that because this is how we ran games. This was effective. This was ineffective. This is how we want to better ourselves. Let's make something magic. You talk about who you talking about? Shepard now. Big Shep. I think he's a 3 technique I really didn't know about. But I think he's got some promise there. I can't wait to put pads on him and be like, all right, this is what he's good at, because I'm gauging get-offs off of no pads. And again, everybody looks fast with no pads on. When you're a wide 3 and, the situation is what it is, let's see where we put pads on, how you're going to tighten up. And you see we get a slide our way. We actually get the tight end chip. We're not catching tight end chips without pads. This is 7-on-7 at its finest. This is the time where fans get excited because everybody looks fast. Duh. There's not much to think about. We're just catching your vanilla right now. Let's see what happens when we start throwing this, your additives. Then, of course, you talk about Foskey and my coach keeps calling him Bresee. It's gonna mess me up. Bryan Bresee. I love the way that they're cultivated, just getting new energy on the ground. The way Bresee takes the information at hand, and he's like, I can make it mine. Everything you tell him, he's like, yep, got it. You don't got it yet, but I love the mentality that you're willing to accept it. Big Isaiah is like so hungry to learn. He's like, hey, how did I play some hand? And you love to see it because that reception is going to be able to propel all of us as a team to be a little bit better. If we can all be just better as people, better as a DN, better as a D tackle, whatever it is, it's going to make us a better D line, which in turn, as you saw this last Super Bowl, if you have a great D line, you can win a Super Bowl.
Are you aware of Carr's fourth quarter comeback?
Not from last year. Not our game? Okay.
But it is.
Oh, my. Yeah, absolutely. I'm pretty sure when we played them over in Las Vegas, there was a time for that. You could tell me his stats better than I can tell you. Me, I look at him, what he brings to the table now, and I love what I see. Again, I see that competitive edge. I see what he wants to do, how he's talking to wide receivers. You see that I'll say a vernacular experience that is a great quarterback. When you have checkdowns, when you have bringing in wide receiver, when you have motion outs, and he's controlling all of it already, you're getting excited about it. So you tell me how great he is in the fourth quarter, and I'm just going to love it.
All right.